Good afternoon, folks. I'm Baroque, and welcome back to Avowed. So, beginning our journeys through Shatterscarp, milling around the desert, clearing up some side quests, many a dream scourge and spider fort, we now investigate the city of Thirdborn. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. I hope you're doing well today. Well done getting through the week. Grab yourselves a warm beverage. Come join me. In we go. Oh. An Asian-inspired port city. Lots of bones and fish.
The attack seems to be over. Everyone okay?
I think I saw my uncle out there. He left a few weeks ago on a trade caravan.
Strange goat.
No, that don't mean nothing. Could be someone else. Don't give up hope.
I saw his face through a crack in the gates. It's him. I don't want it to be him.
We can go check if you'd like.
Are we safe in here? Will the dream thralls break through?
That's not a fair question to ask.
It's okay, and I don't know, but we'll do everything we can to keep you safe. I can promise both of you that, at least.
Thank you, Mercy. Arrow. Corpse of the Leviathan. Skeleton of a Leviathan, one of the deadliest creatures to call these waters home. In honor of Capo, the legendary fisherman who single-handedly claimed both for Thirdborn. Impressive. Single-handedly, eh? Big fish. Lots of merchants about. Hey up.
We still have stock.
If you need material for bandages, I have some. I'll even give you a good price. Wish I could give it out for free, but I still have to eat.
Sure. What if all the merchants agreed to share their wares for free? Oh.
We'd run out of resources eventually, and then we wouldn't have the money to restock.
Bit of a silly question, intellect stat.
This plague needs to end soon. I don't know what we'll do if it doesn't. Anyway, did you need any linens? Silk?
Oh boy. Superb grimoires. Linens, silks, magical powers beyond one's wildest dreams. Got a little bit of spending money. No, thank you.
We still have stock.
Check in.
Be nice if we had guns like that.
For whatever reason, all the animals just have a weird frame rate. Don't know why.
Otherwise.
Evening,
Guns
Emilis.
like that on our wages? Come on, be serious.
Maybe I should take up adventuring.
Hope you're doing well. How did the rest of your Kel'Thalas runs end up going this morning?
You want to get yourself
Any joys with that
killed?
Phoenix?
Go ahead.
Hello, merchant.
Oh, it's you. I'm not sure what you did out in the mines, but, the prices are what they are now. Thought you'd want to know.
Do you know how to forge the star metal into anything?
I'll be damned. Never thought I'd see star metal in my lifetime. Short answer, no. Long answer, still no. But the Forge Master in Solace Keep is probably your best bet if you're looking for someone who does.
I see the grind continues. I wish you luck.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure? No one can swing a hammer like you.
If you knew how rare this stuff is, you wouldn't ask me to risk it.
All right, I said she would. You said she wouldn't. There's your bet.
Some gun you've got on display.
Ismalt's meteoric apparatus. She's a beauty, isn't she? A traveler sold it to me ages ago. Poor bastard went up against something big out in the highlands, limped back to town, and died a few days later. Needed the money to ship his body home. I hated to take it from him. Still, Adra inlay, brass filigree. Whew. She could use a strong hand. You interested?
I mean, I'll have a look. How does it shoot?
If the stories I hear are anything to go by, like a kick in the teeth.
Where's it looking gun from the bit we can see? Killing an enemy deals low fire accumulation to nearby enemies, and short-range power attacks deal high stun, knock enemies back, so it's got a bit of a shotgun thing to it. Developed by an ill-fated wizard of the Sitzal, the strange gun was designed to bridge the gap in arcane skill in a duel with the arch-wizard, which ultimately ended very badly for Ismalt. The weapon misfired in the duel, instantly trapping a fragment of the wizard's soul in the shard of Adra that powers the gun. It's a hell of a misfire where it takes a bit of your soul. That fragment just so happened to stabilize the fireball launching device for future users. Sitzal claimed the device as a prize and token of hubris. How it ended up in the living lands. It's a mystery. I couldn't even afford it if I wanted it. What else you got? Ooh, fair play. It's a pistol. Killing an enemy restores 5% of your max health and 25% of your max stamina. That's pretty solid. A vengeful shot. Taunt and gain 100% crit chance against enemies that incapacitate one of your companions. Very fiddly to actually get going, but not bad. This well-made but simple-looking pistol belies a potent enchantment that significantly turned the tide of battle in the wielder's favour. It earned its name when the original wielder, an arrogant gold-packed knight, was ambushed by outlaws on the road. Surrounded and outnumbered, she calmly unbuckled a grenade from her belt and offered her assailants a bargain. Either they play fairly, attack her one at a time, or she pulls the pin of the grenade, and everybody dies. Even the brigands knew that to doubt the word of a gold-packed knight is folly, so agreed to her deal. One by one the outlaws attacked her, and one by one they fell. The paladin's wounds were grievous, but through a combination of grit and the magical assistance provided by the weapon, she won the contest and lived to fight another day. I like that story. Oh, superb great sword. I didn't read this one. Sword forged by masters for masters. The addition of a parrying hook increases the wielder's defense and grants an opportunity to interrupt a throw's momentum, a tool for experienced soldiers who recognize that war is about grasping even the smallest advantage. Oh, no lockpicks, no bonus stuff. Dear oh dear. Thank you for your time. Let's see if we get a map of the town. Oh, it's not the biggest. It's alright, there are side quests abound though. I thought there was a book to read in her shop. Which means we can just go in. Oh, very nice. Excuse me, behind the counter. Compilation of hastily written notes and rough diagrams detailing the locations of treasure and useful resources. Most of these appear to be crossed off, suggesting the owner of this compendium has found them already. Rumour is that there's a strange door out near the Godless Ruins. To find it, follow the stream by the Leviathan Hollow. Went there, but can't figure out how to get it open. Maybe for the better. We'll try again in a year if they're alive then. That must be our main quest door that doesn't open. Right, shouldn't be long to explore this one. Let's have a look about though. Not missing any nook and crack. There's arrows pointed again. Why? Hang on. Check this shop before I go snooping about.
Damn my eyes. A child of Adir. Indulge an old soul, envoy. I have a tale to tell.
Sure.
My dear envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days.
Is that what the mud and gore caked on me suggests? Civilization?
I would know it in your bearing, envoy, even if I did not recognize your face. You must be High Crown born and bred. I visited in better days, spent many nights in her ports.
He's practically an Adiran citizen.
How I miss the sight of your strapping tall grass pikemen on parade.
Pride of High Crown. I served among them once.
And now you are relegated to the fringes of the Empire, like me. Ugh, my maundering. Forgive me, envoy.
It's a new word.
This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu.
Ah, sadness.
The leaguered captain of an
Sorry to hear it, Emless.
roustabout crew.
It'll come around. Invincible came around. The Phoenix will too.
Dear Tawe, Koa, Ranga. They saw Adir with me, you know, then abandoned me here. Oh, I miss them terribly.
Nostalgia and alcohol are a dangerous mixture.
I am drunk on memory only, and perhaps some regret. I only wish I could invite my crew to my table, to share one last drink and part as friends.
You want me to find your crew? Just say so.
You would do that? Venture out into the wastes to look for them?
Sure.
I knew the moment I saw you, you were a paragon of your people. If anyone could convince Tawe, Koa, and Ranga to share one last drink with me, it's you.
I'm not sure I'll find them all alive. Where can I find these three?
Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No fence, no walls, no roof, exposed to the world. But that's our Tawe. Nothing ever troubled him that the stars couldn't fix.
Next one.
Deathly serious, Koa was, about every little thing. Fled to the Shark's Teeth with a few others when the plague came.
Oh no, we got to the outskirts of Shark's Teeth. We didn't go in.
He always had a fragile soul.
And the last.
She's a scholar of munitions, happier in the hold with gunpowder than out beneath the sky. I expect she's still holed up in the mine outside of town, polishing her arms.
I'll keep an eye out.
Of course. You have been more than generous with your time as it is. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, Envoy, and in all your labors to come.
If you're going out to the Highlands, watch your back. They're dangerous.
I'll be fine. What have you got to sell?
Welcome to the Dead Swordfish. I wondered when I'd see you around here. What can I do for you?
You were expecting me?
Are you kidding? After what you did at the gates? Anybody who's anybody comes through my tavern. Just a matter of when. Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me?
Get a lot of trade?
That's an understatement. You want to hawk wares, you come to Thirdborn. Legitimate, or, well, you know. Nothing like Paradise, of course. But people here are a little more forgiving than the Adirans. Oh, no offense.
None taken. Thriving economy benefits everyone. Dear could stand to loosen up.
You're not shy about your opinions, are you? You're practically local. Actually, I've been waiting for a few barrels of mead to come through. My supplier, Falkeen, has been sitting on it. Some Adiran oomph should change his mind. I'd be happy to reward you if you don't mind talking to him. Now, did you want something, or you
I'll
just
bear
here to
that in
see
mind.
me?
It hasn't popped up as a quest, so I'll just have to stumble across him. What have we got? The Trickster's Curse. 30% move speed while crouched, and plus 40 maximum essence. Interesting mix. Mana and stealth. Benedata, a mountain dwarf from Old Valia, had this armor made to enhance her already notable abilities as a thief and a cipher. In her time in her home city of Pinenses? Benedata did jobs for a number of notable individuals, including the city's Contessa, and if the rumours are to be believed, the Archmaid's Minoletta herself. Eventually, however, she left Old Valia behind to seek her fortune elsewhere in the world, all with the hopes of one day returning to her beloved Pinenses, found an orphanage for the many street rats of the city that needed a home. This armor's humble appearance suited Benedata perfectly, allowing her to more easily blend into a crowd or fitting amongst ruffians and the like. The only extravagance to the armor is the sash, made by an expert seamstress from the finest silk money can buy. Some boots! Use health restoration from all sources by 5% and plus 40 maximum stamina. Not bad. Boots such as these are an incredible boon for travellers, explorers, and anybody else that spends the majority of their waking hours on the move. The soft interior of the boots soothes aching feet, while the well-textured soles provide sure footing no matter where they land. And finally, Thirdborn gloves. Ooh, power attack damage and might. What am I wearing at the moment? I'm wearing power attack damage and they deal bonus shock damage, which I don't think I've necessarily noticed yet. Much of. And we haven't got a lightning weapon yet. 3 might's a lot of bonus damage. These sturdy gauntlets impart upon the wearer the might and ferocity of the Almoan people. Unsurprisingly, they are favoured by the soldiers of Thirdborn. Do you know what? We'll grab them. That'll be good until we get, if we ever get a lightning greatsword. And the map for the totem pieces, we'll grab that. The 100 Visions totem lies in a seaside cave overrun with eyes. We've already found that, so we've got 3 of 6 pieces. At the bottom of an oasis deep, the sapphire eyes is yours to keep. On an ancient lake bed's edge, to the ruby's eye your words you will pledge. In a flame-scarred town lost to history, the amethyst eye dwells in a cave of mystery. The emerald eye rests on an unfinished lightness, not far from unnatural iciness. Amidst the sprawling ruins of the faithless of old, the agate eye has waited years untold. And beneath a watery behemoth's bones, topaz eye awaits, all alone. Beneath the behemoth's bones? That's not the one in town, is it?
Oh, maybe I should hire a bard. Better than off-key shanties all day.
It wouldn't just be in the middle of town. No, surely not. Check behind.
Subtle. Next time they ought to go for X marks the spot.
Northwest out of town, past dry lake bed, follow the... Oh, we've already been there. Oh yeah, and the leader died. He got bit by a spider. Oh. Shark. Oh, they're singing the shanties from the second game. That's great. My memory and nostalgia just kind of pinged. Fireline. Not my favourite, but it was solid. Yeah. Big fish. No, it's mine. Just rolled up and put into my pack. Oh. I hear you, shiny. Ah. And another. Filigreed book. Thin strands of copper filigree decorate the cover of this book in patterns not unlike the appearance of lightning. Elegant script on the front of the book reads, Galvanic palpitations of the soul. A small piece of parchment pokes out from between the pages, marking a particular passage. Late nights in Ozio could mean a lot of things. Between the theatres, lounges, and bordellos, there was no lack of entertainment to be found. But tonight, Bellina had a different type of entertainment in mind. She couldn't help but watch lovingly as Maltero continued to work and tinker with their latest project, a massive generator, more powerful than anything that even the best minds of Spirento could dream of. There was no place Bellina would rather be, even at this late hour. A sudden electrical discharge was immediately followed by a cry of shock from Maltero as they jumped back from the generator, nursing their hand. Bellina hurried over to them, trying her best to fight down the worry that was creeping up from her gut. Maltero, are you all right? They turned to meet Bellina's gaze, surprised to see her still in the workshop and ashamed that she had witnessed their little mishap. Maltero quickly composed themselves, sheepishly ran their still twitching hand through their hair, smoothing it back down from where it stood, ramrod straight. I'm fine, Bellina. I'm fine. What are you still doing here? It's so late. Bellina felt a rush rising in her cheeks. Oh no. Honestly, I just wanted to keep watching you work. Is that so? Then perhaps you can help me. Care to be my darling little assistant for an evening? The burgeoning flush deepened intensely and Bellina knew there was no way that Maltero couldn't notice it. Were they toying with her? She couldn't help but feel they were. Well, two could play at that game. Bellina took a moment to collect herself. I would be deeply honored, Maltero. You know that I would do anything for you. She leaned closer, her lips brushing their ear. Anything. This time, it was Maltero's turn to blush. I started out in a serious voice because I thought it was going to be a research document, but it's smut, but there we go. They looked down to their workbench, covered in tools, before laying eyes on a simple device, a copper wand emanating a faint violet light. Their gaze trailed upward to the generator they had been working on. A wicked smile spread across their face. Bellina, I think I have just the thing for you. Get ready for your soul to leave your body, and not in the way you would expect an animancer to intend. My goodness, we all know what that wand was. Hello, friend.
Even after all
Oh,
they've
it's
done
still
to
you
me,
just up here.
I'm
You just
with them,
moved.
Envoy.
Fair enough, Captain. It's small, but I like this place. Seems like it would get very warm. But when you're this close to the sea, that offsets it a bit. Where are you, Shiny? I hear you. I hear you hiding.
Yeah.
Reveal thyself, treasure. Kai, you see? Aha! I knew you'd seen it, you son of a bitch. Didn't he point it out? Hello, more merchant.
Get your fish.
The attack sounded terrible. I could hear that fight from in here. It's getting harder and harder to pretend everything's all right.
Guards will make sure you're safe.
That's what they say. But every day they're trying to find fresh recruits to make up for their losses. Anyway, can I get you anything? Need your energy up in this day and age.
Sure, what do you got? Fish and some health potions. It's alright, I've plenty, but thank you.
You hungry?
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches in return for a simple favor?
The one with the face.
Hey there, stranger. Look at us, two kith meeting for the very first time. Looking to buy or sell? I work in all kinds of, shall we say, odds and ends.
This is a setup. You don't have to tell me if you're from the Tiranui if you are, right?
This should be good.
You needn't worry on that front. I would definitely tell you if I were with the Tiranui.
Tiranui are ostensibly a peacekeeping force. Were founded shortly after Thirdborn was to break up tavern brawls. Their responsibilities have since expanded to keeping the town and surrounding areas safe, even if their numbers have dwindled in recent years.
How did you get these?
I acquired them from your twin before his untimely death.
My brother gave these to you? And he's... Gods, poor Aiko. I can't believe he's dead.
Spider bit him. What were you two even thinking with this scheme? Evening, AJ. Hope you're alright, bub.
Dead, and you're
Welcome to the
questioning
weekend.
Our flawless plan? What is wrong with you?
Well, it's not flawless when he died to spider
We
bite.
saw some dream thralls outside of town and realized that they had mushrooms on their faces. We've previously dabbled in such things, so we thought that maybe something good could come of this affliction.
That was your first and second mistake.
And in these trying times, don't we all deserve a bit of reasonably priced happiness?
You were just going to sell an untested and possibly mind-altering substance.
I definitely would have warned people after they made their purchases.
Wow.
As
Indeed,
a humble
AJ.
merchant, I was a little more reticent to go out and acquire base materials. Aiko was more suited to the rough and tumble aspects than me anyway. Of course, once those materials were acquired, Aiko wrongly decided I hadn't done enough to deserve a share in the profits.
Why was he so adamant in shutting you out?
He thinks he did all the hard work and I did nothing, so I shouldn't get a cut. But come on, we're family. We were family. How did my brother die?
Aye, that they are. He died from an easily treatable spider bite.
Oh, Aiko. My poor twin and his complete disregard for his own personal health.
We did take a little bit of this supply and attempt to get high from it. Nothing really happened.
I feel like Aiko would have wanted me to still work with these, right?
Wait,
did you open this? Did you try them?
No.
Well, if you're going to take the merchandise, the least you can do is tell me what happened.
Nothing happened. They don't make you high.
Wait, really? Are you sure?
Yep, the three of us all tried it.
I've eaten moldy hardtack that gave me more of a thrill.
Great. I've got a dead brother and no merchandise to show for it.
Not the takeaway, friend.
Thank you for your help, I guess. I've got to go plan funeral rites for Aiko. Please go away. Oh, and, take this. It's the least I could do.
Wait, do you have any lockpicks to sell? Wait!
Be sure to check out our
My guy gave me a poisonous kit. Your weapons deal 5% bonus poison damage. Unrolling this waterproof sealskin container reveals numerous vials of oils, extracts and herbs, as well as written instructions detailing how best to combine them. In short, everything an adventurer needs to get a slight edge up on their foes through the application of poisons.
Welcome back.
I want to see your stuff. I knew you'd have lockpicks. Give it. And go. Ooh, ding. The bounty board with no bounty dealer. I think last time I just got the rest of my melee damage up. What was the other bits? There's all kinds of little bits now to consider, unless I just go straight into powering up my shock damage. Didn't want retribution. Didn't need the extra heal. The crit one's useless unless I get more of the other bit of crit. We haven't needed the max health. And we shouldn't. Stamina penalty for armor. Still don't quite understand that. Is that just every time I swing it costs me more stamina? I'm not sure. It's either that or we go for crit chance. Maybe we're critting enough. Maybe we just bulk up this crit chance to fall, then do crit damage. It's boring, but we're already critting a reasonable amount with a sword. Ah, you're the bounty person. What have we got? Captain Tago. Skellington. Attention. Reward will be given for killing Captain Tago, a legendary pirate who spent decades plundering the coast of the Living Lands. The skeleton has been left alone in honor of his legacy. Unfortunately, Tago has attacked and killed several travelers recently. We can no longer risk further casualties. Tago is often seen stalking the shark's teeth. Caution is heavily advised. It's practical, AJ. It's crits is just a numbers game, and in most games it tends to be one of the better DPS things. So I'm always like, eh. I'd rather make them explode, or chain lightning, or have a crazy super move. You know what I mean? Attention. A reward will be given for killing the dwarf Uke Maka. He and his group of adventuring companions have succumbed to the Dream Scourge, wreaking havoc throughout the ancient lakebed. They've even eliminated a heavily armed group of Adirian soldiers sent from Eagle's Reach. Scourge must be put down, and swiftly. I may have already killed that one. Wildrift's Dispatch. Wanted. Sansa, a cartographer in Paradise, has reported his assistants, Wilfrith, missing in the Shatterscarp Desert. A reward will be offered for the return of Wilfrith's cartographic notes. Below, of his last correspondence, posted to provide clues as to his whereabouts. No, you're right, AJ. Number bigger, bigger, better is how things tend to be. I just like it. What's the word? Snazzier. Flashier. Sansa, reporting at last. Took me the better part of the day, but have found perch on a great arch with a seaside view. Can see half the region from here. Should be helpful when it comes to mountain paths and estimating sea levels. Much lower than centuries before, I expect. No time to write more. Living lands are a mycologist's paradise. Must return to work immediately. Samples won't catalogue themselves. No, it's not strictly what we came here to document, but no knowledge is wasted. Have interesting dinners ahead of me. Or interesting dreams. Who knows? Wilfrith. Probably dead to mushrooms. Kodo and Dario. A reward will be given for killing Kodo and Dario. Both are wanted for a myriad of crimes against Thirdborn and its residents, including theft and assault. The two fled town after stealing a set of bejeweled egg curios and were last seen headed into the Sand Sea near some of the crumbling structures.
It'll be good to have just a little less crime around here.
It's not flexing, it's being snazzy for me. It's not flexing so people say it's me doing crazy shit. Moi picky. Reward to be given for killing an earth blight known to have command over rock beetles. Oh, it would have been good to know that before I killed it. It's been spotted near the road to Gloway into Tusks by the Godless Ruin.
I've heard of throwing
Oh, he got that one.
people, but not the other way around.
Zorip Chieftain Griffin. A reward will be given for killing the Zorip Chieftain named Griffin. Their tribe has ambushed several citizens and regrettably consumed them. They are known to have a nest within one of the larger rock structures in the Great Sand Sea.
Let me know when you've taken care of the Zara.
And then a hastily scribbled notes. Talk to Aiko. Can't keep getting away with this. Something in the Highlands? Follow up at Swordfish. Zinza keeps having fights break out. Don't forget, Master Edo has trouble with his sailors. Asked for a mediator. I will stop these drunkards from climbing the Leviathan. Talk to Tamari about this Dreamscare's business. We need to do something and fast. I disagree with that sentiment completely.
Ah, hello, stranger. Welcome to Thirdborn. How can the Tiranui help?
I made a claim about it.
Really? Which one?
I've killed 2 of them.
One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Well, off you go then. Back to killing things and leaving me alone.
You had another bit of dialogue option that I think I've lost.
Sorry, let's talk when I'm back at my post.
Damn it. Oh yeah, I imagine a skeleton like this. The pub's right there. You would absolutely have people climbing all over it. Don't mind me.
Tell me you're out of linen. We need to make bandages.
Yeah, I think that's all the shopkeepers.
I can't just make more linen out of thin air.
Who needs that?
Nope. Know enough people who have happily dressed up for themselves. Oh look, it's our friends from the shanty town. How you doing?
Envoy, it's so good to see you alive and well.
Same for you. How have things been going since you got here?
Peaceful. Like when we first made our way to Paradise so many years ago. We've settled in nicely and are starting to feel at home here.
Peaceful's an interesting word to use, love. The dream thralls are exceedingly aggressive out here.
Also, for the record, I do it for myself whenever I go to the local watering holes. Get a nice shirt, some nice pants, a decent blazer. Don't go out often, so when I do, you want to look nice for yourself.
Yes, well, the guards have been handling them just fine. I'll take it for now. How about you, Envoy? How have the living lands been treating you?
Oh, so much death and murder. Challenging at times, but worth every step.
Well, that's what we like to hear. Isn't that right, love?
That it is. We might even have something to help you with your journey.
I will, AJ, don't you worry.
Whoever lived here last must have
you.
left this armor behind. As beautiful as it is, Gladwine and I have no need of it. We'd like for you to have it.
That's very generous. Thank you.
No, thank you, Envoy, for everything.
As a devil should, AJ. As a devil should.
Be safe out there, friend.
What is this gambeson? Ooh. Gambeson of the Grand Empire. Some damage reduction and reload speed. Oh, it's a gunner's top. This reinforced padded armor was made nearly 200 years ago, around the same time that the empire of the Grand Valia collapsed. According to legend, it was originally dyed a bright white colour, but has been permanently stained red from the blood of both its previous wearers and their slain foes. Though it is said that the armour has more owners than there are minor houses in Old Valia, it is in remarkably good condition. It's a nice gambeson, however, they are not for me, and so it will be broken down. Yes, more delicious Ardra. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, hello there. Chico, what's up?
Godlike! Winds above! You're really here! I knew I had to find you as soon as I heard you were in Thirdborn.
Chico? When did you get so tall? I almost didn't recognize you.
Kai, you're here too? Now I know Thirdborn is in good hands.
It's a good-looking Amazon.
We've got
Shame
to do
it ain't
something
for
about
me.
the Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai, and my uncle Capo.
Me? You don't know what you're saying. Believe me.
He does kind of sound like Kid Goku. That's exactly what thought came in my head.
But Capo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market?
Some Naruto
That
vibes?
was his work.
Dubbed, of course. I've known plenty of heroes. You'd have to be a legend to win a fight like that.
Exactly. Uncle Capo's the greatest warrior Thirdborn's
I
ever
assumed
seen.
the person on the plaque who killed that monster and hung it up in the center of town was probably dead by now, but if we get to meet them, great.
But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time.
Oh no, unless he's decrepit, aging, and starting to lose it. Sadness.
I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls, they'd all follow him. I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town.
I'm sure thing.
He's tired of hearing from me. Maybe one hero to another?
We'll try. We'll try. Where is he? That side of town. Not to worry, young one. We will go say hello. Oh, and Yatsil's somewhere here. Which one's this? That's Capo. Okay. Hello!
Yeah. If you need something, get over here and talk to me.
Hello, hero of the town.
Oh, let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Capo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nikai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Ah, like a cannonball in a rolling deck, that kid.
They asked us to drop by.
Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes.
Oh no, this seems less like grappling with mortality and more like, back in my day, we had to work to be heroes. We had to take down Leviathan single-handed and carry it up the mountain.
I've slain a
Yep, here we-
thousand Zorps.
I mean, I believe
wrestled
him, but-
rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan.
I don't think we should get into a dick measuring contest. That's never a good thing. If a heart of iron, they should have given you a medal.
And a fair wind, too. What a legend it is. I had but a few harpoons and a single boat that morning. It had taken days to track the creature. My food and water were running out. When I found it, the beast heaved itself up from the water and crashed down onto me. And there, I thrust a harpoon deep into its belly and killed it. Oh, it took days to tow its body back on the flotsam of my boat.
Aye, to a feat like this, absolutely. Not something you do every day, or, you know, there'd be 10 of them hung up in town.
Not that anyone asked, but it sounds to me like the fish killed itself.
I mean, if we go in that route, Giata, gravity played more of a part than anybody. But gravity does loads. Absolutely, Emilis. Absolutely.
Those days are long past. I'm a sick old
Ah, here comes the morality. Or mortality,
Not much
rather.
I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you?
Nah, that's me.
Ah, good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least.
Not to me.
I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. one hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while.
Oh?
I want to see my heart one last time.
Hmm?
Will you get it for me?
I'm sorry, you're what?
A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable.
Oh.
And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast.
We're Avowed, Emilis? From where we're at the moment, I'd probably give it like I'd lean towards an 8, but I think it depends on your tolerance for side quests and milling around the way I do. If you skip all those, it could probably still hold an 8, but if you want to get them done anyway, but are annoyed by them, it'd probably knock you to a 7. I enjoy good RPG romps like this one.
But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time.
Sure thing, old-timer. I would say when the game launched as well, it did have a few issues, but from my research at the time, over the course of 2 to 3 patches, they made some balance changes, some upgrading changes, some changes to how many skill points you got as you leveled. So I probably got in at a better time. When it comes to RPGs, these days especially, with some exceptions like Monster Hunter, I'm happy to wait at least a month or 2, if not longer, because those first few patches tend to iron out the biggest issues people have.
Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward.
Generally, or at least quality of life bugbears.
Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves. Step carefully.
He's gonna try and explode me.
Thanks for the tip. We would have explored it eventually. At least now we have a reason.
It's a fair point, it's a fair point.
Good luck, godlike.
I do think for this game specifically, though, that 8 probably comes more from my enjoyment as well from also playing the 2 prior games in this franchise. That's Pillars of Eternity 1 and Pillars of Eternity 2. They're both CRPGs, you know, the top-down, old-school RPG perspective. They were also pretty sluggish, but I really enjoyed getting through them. 2 I enjoyed more. It was just a sailing pirate adventure. Lots of sea shanties. It's fantastic. The Hermetic God of Cold. Speaking of, this god was like a DLC for the first one. Young students are often confused by Beraf and Rimgrand's seemingly overlapping roles in holding dominion over death. Beraf oversees the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Rimgrand oversees the cold, destructive act of death itself. This difference is often difficult for novices to appreciate till they've lost a loved one and endured the absence for a time. It is Beraf that determines we will be reborn just as certainly as we will die. But Rimgrand is the executioner's axe. Rimgrand shows us that all life ends in stillness. I need only show them the symbol of Rimgrand, the bone, white aurochs skull found carved within most ancient of Engwefin ruins. It is a symbol of death and doom in every culture. Any child with 4 winters under his belt needs no introduction to the ancient symbol. Rimgrand embodies not just death, but all manifestations of collapse, be they famine, plague, or simple bad luck. Rimgrand is a primal god, silent and inscrutable as death itself. He makes himself known with his passing, not by proclamation. There are innumerable stories of the god's terrifying passage through the lands of Aora. When the beast of winter stirs, bitter winds and beastly howling follow the creature's every move. Wherever the beast plants a hoof, all life withers into dust. The faithful of Rimgrand's insist that even another god's life can end in stillness. They claim the other gods must flee from the beast of winter's mastery over death, but we know not if this boast holds true. Though the beast of winter is shrouded in snowy clouds, those who have seen the shaggy white monster claim that the souls of the fallen can be seen clinging, or perhaps frozen, to the beast's fur. The dwarves of the Boreal South have numerous stories that tell a similar plot. A brash hero seeks out the beast of winter to rescue the souls trapped in its fur. These tales never end well. For even if the hero saves his beloved soul, the hero dies in the process. For it is not a proper tale of remonstrance, unless the hero's life ends in stillness. I'd say shockingly for me, AJ, part of the control and the feel of it is a bit that I actually like a lot. Especially when you compare it to stuff like the Oblivion remaster that just come out. Both Skyrim and Oblivion have had very floaty combat. But this one feels kinetic in a way that makes it feel that little bit more modern. I know, it surprised me that over time, for all it's like, there's not a huge amount with a few active abilities, with some spells, with some range, we can swap weapons. It works well enough and flows well enough that it's just fun to hit things. Kaipo's journal. Another dream. The damn things are getting worse. No draught I take will get them to stop. And this one, sands of Shatter Scarp, rose up and swallowed Thirdborn whole. It's like the waves on the cliffside. The entire town wiped out in one moment. And suddenly I was relieved. It was gone, and nothing remained. Last night's dream was nothing like the others. It was a garden, full of vines and plants, all moving and slithering like a ship's lines in the wind. It wound up ancient ruins, ruins like the ones I set my traps in. The vines, they beckoned to me. I wanted to go. I wanted to see that garden. Gods, this is getting bad. I drank enough to kill a whale last night, but still can't get any sleep. No matter what I do, the dreams are there. Is this Wardick's punishment for what I've done? Sending me dreams of hissing winds and living storms? So I just want some peace. Oh no. It feels like he's starting to dream, Scourge. I think that's a fair enough criticism, Emilis. Despite the benefits of the remaster, they couldn't really do more with that combat. No, I 100% agree. All of them. As AJ literally just said, they all lack that impact, that oomph. Which is why in the year... I know I've told the story before. That year Skyrim came out, Dark Souls 1 I also got round to playing and finishing. I think it had come out a year or so earlier. I'd have to double check. But when you compare that game's weight and impact to Skyrim, it was night and day. Like, no contest. Because I agree, that... It's the reason why I still love For Honor so much. You have that impact behind your swings. And I feel like this game, it's a little on the floatier side when you compare it to Monster Hunter or Dark Souls. But it's a damn sight better than those. Especially for me using a two-handed weapon where it's all the more important. Book of the Hunt. When my students ask me to be taught the way of Galawain, I tell them they have already failed. Does one ask a deer to present itself as dinner? Of course not. One must outwit, outmaneuver, and overpower the deer if one's dream of venison. So it is with the Seeker God. To ask a question is weakness and idle indecision. To seek answers is to understand, and to become one with Galawain. Survival begins with strength from within. But I only strike my students when they ask the second stupid question. For all of us begin young and weak. It is a point fact, and not one of shame, an essential tenet to Galawain's teachings. Perseverance and cleverness are prized by Galawain above brute force, a fact my young pups often forget. It is right and proper that the strong lead the weak, and it is equally proper that the strong be continually tested until the balance changes. Galawain celebrates the strength of the victor and the prowess of the well-fed predator. But above all, the clever hound celebrates the transformative nature of strength. Galawain's greatest desire for us is that prey become predator, mewling babes grow into strong hunters, and the lost find their own enlightenment. This philosophy is best exemplified by the rites of the see the word. I'm looking at it. An-am-fatha. The Anam-Fatha of Erglafam. When one of the Glamfathan's spiritual leaders is old and nearing death, it is customary to enter the woods and confront Galawain's herald. If the Seeker God finds that Anathman's life, deeds and soul worthy. The reward is a quick death, and his soul joins Galawain's pack. If deemed unworthy, the Anamfaf is killed, his soul forced to find its own way to the next life, and his memory erased from the records of the tribe. Survival begins with strength from within, and weak leaders endanger the whole pack. This is Galawain at his purest. Even at the end of life, one must struggle for worthiness, for greatness, just as one must struggle every day to feed his pack. The Seeker God is easy to understand if one actively engages in the quest for knowledge, but his secrets are self-occluding to those who merely ask, desiring knowledge without the requisite hunt. My own flesh and blood once asked me, "Will learning to hunt please Galawain?" I told him yes, but added, "Galawain would prefer that you hunt to learn." Oh no, Skyrim combat. But again, to be fair, I haven't played Oblivion for such a long time. I don't think I would be able to give it a fair comparison. And I think that's the other thing with Skyrim. So many mods, indeed. You can make that game amazing in ways that the base game could never be. So it wouldn't surprise me that when you've got that many mods all lined up, it probably does pretty well. Spongy enemies are the worst, AJ. No matter the game. Keep out. This means you. Stem the tide of the Dream Scourge. This house is now off limits. Forced entry will earn you a swift toss over the town walls. But I want to enter. It's fine. I don't want to spread the plague. That will be Yatsil, who I'm guessing will be our fourth and final companion. But given she's voiced by Anjali Bhamani, I am more than happy to have that happen, because she's fantastic. But let's investigate the rest of the town first, make sure we've seen everybody. Chicken!
Thank goodness I found you. I must share this with you.
You shouldn't have.
No.
Oh, it's the poet we found in a cave yesterday.
Let me speak. Minowa.
Oh, she's up there. I picked these lines. Some of them.
Thy smile maketh me broad in the beam.
Honestly, Umato.
Thy seagull cry pierceth my heart. Clear the decks, that I might spirit thee away. Together we sail smoothly as the stars guideth our way.
It's those first-person RPGs, you know, it's not as big of a list.
Have I offended you somehow? Do you doubt my regard for you?
What was the one years ago around that time? Like Two Worlds tried? It kind of didn't do that well. Heard great things about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's a little too on the realism side for me. So I don't think I'll end up getting to it, but I respect it. And a lot of people do like it. Maybe one day. But I like my swords and armor with a little splash of fantasy at least.
Be sure to check out our new bereavement sale. Get discounts on qualifying items.
Your brother died, you piece of garbage. Okay, that's where Yatsil is, and assumably the Fleet Master. Is that all the other side quests grabbed? It is. There is... It looks like we can get down to the docks as well. But I didn't see an elevator that was usable. Only people singing sea shanties. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Sneaky chest, don't mind me.
Why do you spend so much on glaze, Merrick?
Yes.
Their urns for ashes. Supposed to dignify.
Well, I think with any giant RPG like that, it's going to take you a bit to get the gist of it, especially one with so many systems.
Yeah, I'm not taking advice from someone that makes bowls of shit in.
Now, if I try and jump down there, I think I'm a dead man. That, though, looks to be the lift.
Yeah.
Let's see if we go talk to Yatsil first. And assumably whoever's in charge here. The Fleet Master? Temetry, I think Kai said. From that water, what's this? Port of Thirdborn Customs Logbook. Master of Business, origin goods delivered. Hope of Clement Glose, Fjord. 15 bushels of grain, inspect eaten, request refund. 7 barrels of fish, hopefully salted. 12 bolts of cloth. The ship of Elan Saranto from Fior. 8 skins of lamb, 6 mantles, 3 barrels of fish, fresh, questionable, 8 barrels of fish salted, and the boat of male Garmut from Paradise. 7 crates aromatics, 3 broken, 9 barrels of wine from Adiran, or that are Adiran, 15 bolts of linen, clear scavenge, 10 bolts of cloth, fine, allegedly, and 2 crates of medicines, assorted. Solid.
What? Can't you see I'm busy?
Atomfall seemed like a take on the first-person thing, but with some Fallout stuff going on. Also on Game Pass, I believe. People seem to think it was doing well. Oh yes, the meat delivery for the tavern.
God, yes, I know that. She's been hounding me about it for a week now. I've had my hands full with other shipments. Cinzia is not the only client I have to answer to.
There is, that was Fallout London, Emilis. They got a former Speaker of the House to do some voiceover for it, which is quite funny. There's a few YouTube clips of the guy just doing what they do in the House of Commons here. He's order, order, and he's yelling order at the top of his lungs, and they got him to voice a character, which is a wild thing to consider. She has a business to run. It's unfair to keep her waiting.
I know, but with Paradise under lockdown and Fior with a grain shortage, it's a miracle I can deliver anything on time.
Come on, she's right here in the city with you.
Cinzia's always been a good customer. Tell her I'll have her shipment over to her by sundown.
I will. I'll go and do that now, because otherwise I think we'll be going down that big elevator next.
Yeah.
Big jumps. You're sorted.
Ah, the godlike hero. You're back. Getting thirsty yet?
A bit. I spoke to Falcon. He'll deliver your mead right away.
You did. Fantastic. If only everyone in Thirdborn were as helpful as you.
Oh, shucks.
Here.
Oh,
for
thank
your
you.
Troubles. I'll give you the best deal in the city, too.
Thank you.
Need anything else?
No. I'll be off.
Stay safe out there.
Likewise. Yum. Your boy's work is never done. Mind the goat. Double check this book. Precepts and Proverbs of Abaddon. Oh, this is the god of crafting and hope and that kind of thing. For every work there is a practice. Arm yourself with skill and temper your labours with patience. Strike only when your medium is ready. Do not cold work plate. Brittle steel is worse than a treacherous friend. Temper your work, lest it shatter like glass. Fools praise appearance, but the master praises strength. True virtue lies in work well done. Pattern welded steel shall be folded no fewer than 7 times. The finest smith cannot shape poor metals. Set your hand to steels that have been properly treated with charcoal. Like a room full of discord is a forge with uneven heat. Do not let it pervert your metal. As the blows of the hammer speak to the steel, so the colour of the steel speaks to the smith. Like a babe is heated steel, fragile and easily corrupted. Handle it gently, lest your haste twist and warp it. Do not neglect work that lies hidden and unseen, for a shoddy tang can break the blade. The wise smith works carefully and annals but once. Careless smith weeps to find flaws after the steel has been hardened and tempered. As a blade drawn in multiple heats, work is done in its proper time. I feel like the name rings a bell, AJ, but you know what my memory is like. It's like pinged off my head and I've gone, there's something in there, but I can't dig for it right now. Alright, we have the leader, Temerty, and Yatzil! Hello.
Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Hello, I blew up your mind.
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
Oh, she's so good!
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
Oh yes, Kai?
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
He was really nervous about being here.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do.
Oh no.
Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you.
Yeah, I'm not Ludwin. Don't confuse me with that murderous zealot. Also, she gave me this note for you, say she's coming for the city.
No, Adir just supports her. In arms, politics, and kith.
I know you're upset, Timoti, but don't take it out on us.
It sounds like it'd do alright then, AJ.
I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode.
Like I exploded your minds.
This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir.
Only my own. Lodwin and the Garrote are coming.
Does she intend to raise our home as well?
I'm not handing over a threat. I can just tell them.
Maybe worse. Ludwig's goons stole all my research on the godless back in Fjord, and now she's a little too interested in the godless ruins here.
What do you mean?
Think of what Ludwin did at Fjord, then use your imagination.
Oh, gods. And she's going into the ruins to get it. Andra's depths. If I could help you, I would. The fact of the matter is, I'm in over my head already. I can't even protect the ruins myself. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now.
Less of a light lie, more saying, I've got the message the Inquisitor wanted to deliver, and I just told her she's coming. Kind of unnecessary to provoke tensions. Also, there's an Archmage here?
No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim.
Ringgrim? As in from the...
I think we saw her notes in Paradise as well.
She's here?
Oh no, Yatsilla's excited.
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsli. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice.
Damn. Archmage made desert landscape full of ice. It's impressive.
I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
Sounds like they might block Ludwin at least.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard.
Queen of Terror is probably not going to end up being on our side either, though. Technically, AJ. Either way, I'm here to help them, not deliver a death threat.
But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism.
Good to know.
Look at the Siege of Cragholt. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwin wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringgrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage.
Well, I need those ruins, so I guess we'll be dealing with them.
I didn't know they made adherents with such bravery. You never know what marvels you live to see. You're likely gonna die a very horrible death, but I pray Galawain will at least make it fast.
Oh, that's kind.
If she doesn't want to be found, that's all the more reason for us to go looking.
When an Archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain.
I have killed plenty of skeletons at the moment. Waste not, want not, I suppose.
It's definitely practical, I'll give her that. Although, I wonder if it's because she likes giving trespassers nightmares. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But if you want to find Ringrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunin ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there.
Okay, so we're not getting to that new temple yet. We have to go elsewhere.
And Yahtzee, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerti. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck.
Oh, Yatzel's coming with. You wishing me or Yatzel?
You'll find out the answer to that soon enough.
Hey, listen, I was hoping that Evil Inquisitor would there was a strand there, a pathway where that could have led to good things. And there was like a journal that the Inquisitor said to like other members of the Garou, greet them cordially, unless they fuck with you, then kill them.
One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yahtzee, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
They coming along with the team then?
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage, to gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me.
Oh my goodness.
I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Now I'm feeling underdressed.
No. I'm sorry, Jata. I know you've not been in the party too long. You had all of the last zone. But I can't turn away our Kai. I was going to say Garrus right there, but he has turned himself to just be Kai at that point. Sorry, Jata. It'll be Yahtzee and Kai. And then next zone we'll probably do a mix of folks. We need to have Marius back out because it's dwarven stuff next time. Right, before we go to recruit Yahtzee proper, how do I get down to the dock bit? Is that not actually within the city? Like it seems to be, but I can't find a way down.
Yeah.
Surely. Quick save. Okay, for science. Alright. For science. If I can just... Yeah. Okay, so... no trying to hit ledges on that side. There must be something more specific that needs doing. Maybe I have to get there from outside of the city? It's like I said the other day, imagine I loaded it, quick saved it at the wrong time, was stuck in one of those Halo loops. Spawn, dead, spawn, really dead. Oh, joys of that save system. Yeah, more shanty. I recommend just YouTubing Pillars of Eternity 2 sea shanties. There were some really good ones. We'll roll the old chariot along and we'll roll the old... Yeah, there's a load of them. It's good shit. I enjoy it quite much. Quite much? Quite a lot.
Temerti, can we talk? Privately?
Of course. You look like you've been through death and back.
He did. He let his friends die.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna turn myself in.
Oh my god.
What have you done?
The honourable decision.
It was when I was out of town to deal with those Zaribs, and
I'm really happy this showed consequence here.
You understand?
Like, they could have done, right, quest done, over, we never see him again. He's actually come back to confess.
I know. Believe me, I know.
You're lucky I have bigger things to worry about right now. But when those are put down, believe me, we're gonna have...
Hey, there's some very addictive ones too.
Oh! It's you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm kind of busy right now, but you know, good to chat.
Temerti?
I can't imagine what happened to Fior. They'll strike Thirdborn next.
Oh, I thought you wanted to... That's fine. Okay. That's talking to Yatsil. Those are the other ones. Okay, so now the game is pointing us in all the other spots. The other half of the zone. But look, it's this little bit down here, alright? Clearly, I can get there. Probably. Maybe. Maybe not. I tried from this side. There was no way down and around. But we have the rest of the desert to explore. We got a fast travel point on this side. Oh, shut up, phone. I forgot to put you on silent. Oh, Black Flag was so long ago, I cannot remember its shanties. I remember loving that game. I've always been alright for Assassin's Creed. I liked Ezio a lot. The first one was unique enough for me, who had not really done stealth, that I enjoyed it. But Black Flag, the ship combat, it upset me so much that Sea of Thieves. Skull and Bones came out and they just didn't do Black Flag ship combat. Slam dunk. Easy win. Fucked it. Mind-blowing. And you already did it in a game nearly, what, 10 years ago? Whenever Black Flag was?
And so, that's how the mad Archmage Tane found himself in the Living Land.
There's another Archmage here?
But no one's seen him, have they? What's he been up to?
That's foreshadowing game.
Who can say what Archmage do with their time? Have any of you truly seen Reengrim? And yet, we all know her presence in these lands. Give us another!
Hi, AJ, but he led them to that certain death, and he was the scout who slept through his watch and let them all get attacked by lizards.
As you has a few good stories to tell.
I need to go back and look up some of those shanties then from Black Flag. I can't remember it at all. Sid Meier's pirate game, AJ? Is that a strategy game? Yatsley. Yatzil.
There you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi.
I promised your partner I'd keep you safe, but it seems I won't have to.
One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared.
Do they not?
Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Reengrim?
Very little, but I'm eager to meet her.
Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it? Hopefully we'll even get to keep all our limbs. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Andra's titties. The Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant.
You can tell she's having a great time with this role. Do you think she's after the garden like we are?
Maybe. Maybe not. But Nakukubel is very old and very large. But I've no idea why an illusionist would care for godless artifacts. Yours truly excluded, of
How
course.
can an illusionist turn desert to actual ice? That's worrying.
There must be something in there of interest to Reengrim. Probably something powerful.
Well, now's our chance to find out.
I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way.
It's a fair point, Emily. Such things can keep you going.
Bastards stole all my research.
I'll have to Google that or YouTube that later.
They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies.
I will get him, Yatzil.
I can show you the way to Reengrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
Oh no. Look at this. Hold down the fort with Marius. Go back and talk to Marius. Oh no. Jata, can you go back and tell Marius about Reengrim?
Naturally. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Really, though. That would be dangerous.
I'm sorry, I do really like Jata. I like her personality. I like how much she fights about stuff. I like how much enthusiasm she brings to things randomly some of the times. Like, she was the one who was like, let's do these crazy drugs, even if nothing happened. I'll see you another time, Jata.
We'll catch up later, Yatsley. Take care of the envoy.
The problem in RPGs, you want to take all the companions with you, but at some point, game design has to come first.
Perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun.
The foremost godless expert Yatzil packs a lot of magical skill into her small frame. A self-taught wizard, she honed her craft while dungeon diving in the ruins all across the living lands. With a grimoire in hand, she manipulates the very essence of the world around her. She can not only conjure terrifying displays of power against her enemies, but also dispel any arcane illusions that deceive the senses. Oh, that's the symbol we saw on those rocks. Jat has been great. If you look in some of the streams of the last zone and her city and her family and what she's done, there's some really good stuff. Oh, I didn't read her abilities. Whoops! I got distracted by a cough coming up. Where are we? She has Essence Explosion. Invokes a strain arcane power that explodes upon hitting an enemy. Cool. Then there's a Missile Barrage, which is a volley of missiles. Slows an enemy or attacks to AoE. Ooh. Giata did have the healing, passive healing, and move and attack speed buff though. Those were pretty good. Probably the best of the bunch. Still, let's get her some stuff. One of each. And then... pardon me. Reduce its cooldown. Then one more. Let's do one for the auto attacks. Breaking enemy blocks or increase stun damage. We'll do increased stun damage. That's more likely to be used. Lovely. Everybody wants to talk at camp. Look at all those symbols on the left. Everybody got shit to say.
You hung? Oh, hey, Envoy. Be sure to check out our new burrito.
I had to take over funeral arrangements for the diner. He was trying to get a free gun salute for our brother.
I'm glad you did. Ay, ay, ay.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Back to the desert then. Where is the nearest party camp? Okay, literally right here where we want to be going. Excellent. I mean, what we do is we make camp, we talk to all our companions, we get all of their dialogue out of the way, and then we start carving our way through the desert. Now, which one of these is the Archmage? Ah, the one right at the top. Fair enough. Last thing to do then, is it's in this little pocket up here. So we'll be able to go around and gather up all these bounties and stuff. Assumably. As you can see, it's kind of been twisty-windy, but the actual paths are pretty straightforward. It's just there's a lot of clambering over stuff. We'll talk to Giata first, because I'm feeling guilty. Next zone, we'll have Marius with us anyway. Because it's the dwarf place, and he'll want to be.
I must have done 100 shifts on those watchtowers. I never saw so much Thirdborn blood under them.
Gotta fit everyone in the image now. Oh, no, we're good.
Do you think you could teach me to shoot?
Damn it.
Sure, but why? You know spells that'll knock an ogre on their back.
I've seen some very pretty guns. I think the right one would fit with my outfit, and I'd hate to miss out.
I love her.
Fair enough. I'll teach you to shoot if you teach me some spells.
Sure. As long as you don't make me start with Tane's chaotic orb.
Ooh, what does that one do? Now that you mentioned it, that's the only one I want to learn.
Let's see how good you are at teaching. Then we can talk about the fun spells.
Bother doing the lip sync for companion dialogue. Giata!
The dream scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands.
We still need to wrest it away from the Garrote.
How can anyone expect us to do both? As if the dream scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adherents are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness.
My people are in dire need of correction.
Let's hope it never comes to that. But when it does, I'll be at your side. It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three.
We can. It won't be easy, but we'll make it.
You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am.
Must be nice having Yatzil around.
Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatzli. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatzli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good.
We all need a few bad influences in our lives.
Oh, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking.
Go on.
Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins?
Maybe because she knows I'm interested in them and is jealous.
Well, I'm glad your past romantic entanglement has put us all in danger.
It's crazy that that one small dialogue option I picked at the start has created bigger chains of dialogue options that continue to stretch. Oh.
We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet.
Get some rest.
Until next time.
It's been a while since we've been at camp, so I imagine they might want more than one. Arius?
Listening to Yatzli's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else.
If you have something on your mind, say it.
I don't know. She's all right, okay? But how would she know how to get to the garden? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then.
You seem really bothered by this, Marius.
Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe.
Do you not like that she's guiding us a little bit?
I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway.
Alright. We'll do companion thoughts when we get to the last zone and we've had some time. So they can all have a natter. Oh, he's got more to say, as expected.
I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it.
Worse places than a hot barren land filled with chasms and sinkholes?
At least I know how to deal with those sorts of things. Rope, lantern, extra water skins. Yatzli's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely? And spiders?
There have been a lot of spiders. What's going on with you, though? Where's all this coming from?
Nothing. I'm fine. Forget I said anything.
Nah, my guy's jealous.
I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin.
I appreciate the concern, Marius.
Right. Just keep it in mind, I guess.
And Giata and Kai said don't push him, so...
Anyway.
Get some rest.
Not
Unless...
before I've done some reading.
Okay, he's good. Kai? Oh, sorry, Yatzil.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place.
Oh? How so?
Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller?
I mean, that's kind of when you grow up, I suppose. Yeah, I felt that when I returned home from my first campaign.
Then you get it. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama.
Ah.
Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars.
And now?
All that vigor's been wrung dry. Being back, it felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death.
Probably changed over the years. So have you.
Yeah, but I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom. Something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving?
I mean, you've talked about surviving most of this time. All this talk of drifting in either direction sounds personal, Kai.
Personal? Take it easy, Inquisitor. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge.
Yeah!
Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Steelgrowth's attack on Fjord.
I didn't know it was happening.
Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tide?
The way he said that, if I had killed them in their camp, could I have stopped it? Shit, fuck, god damn it. Now I'm like, do I reload that save from what, 12 hours ago? Just to see? Just to learn? I follow my principles, not my commands.
That kind of clarity is rare.
It may also get me executed by the end of the game, but we'll be fine, we'll see.
Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow.
Me too, Kai. What kept you from returning for so long?
I've got a lot of memories here. And the longer I stayed away, the harder it felt to come back.
Know the feeling?
Until you came along, I thought I'd be able to avoid it forever. Thirdborn's missing a lot of familiar faces. And the youngsters who've grown up and the new arrivals, they seem green. Like they're cut from a different cloth, a more delicate one.
Congratulations, Kai. You're a grumpy old man.
I really do sound like my grandfather.
You smell like him, too.
Marius.
How about you borrow Yatsley's ladder so you can say that to my face?
Oh my goodness, get that man a burn heal!
Thirdborn's only survived because the people were tougher than the wilds. I just hope the people living behind those walls know how to keep them standing.
Well, do you know the squad we met?
I'd never met Naoki. Asui arrived a few months before I left Thirdborn. I knew their squad mates better. Uriki was a ship's carpenter with the Rawatine Navy years ago. Came from a military family, but she never saw much combat herself. Manu was a deckhand on a pirate ship. Stopped in Thirdborn with his crew to resupply and never left. I don't think piracy suited him.
I just realised, rather than have a shield and pistol, I could have bought that other unique pistol and dual-wielded unique pistols and have one that was healing me with every shot. It's probably wiser to go for the shield, though. Maybe next time we go to town on our whole way back round, depending what loot we find.
Kiri. He was a sweet kid.
Just because we can't upgrade the shield's unique ability like we can with weapons.
Left him here and never came back. For the longest, I thought that was for the best.
Sorry you lost your friends, Kai.
Me too. Most of all, I'm sorry I wasn't here to better prepare them.
This wasn't your fault. They just weren't ready.
Because there weren't enough seasoned soldiers to train them. The Thirdborn's in dire straits if they're sending people like this out to patrol.
Wow, Emilis, those words cut deeper than anything I've heard. I chose turtle.
I'll be here.
How could I do this? I've always hated turtle meta. Fling the shield to the side. Never again!
Does that mean you sang?
I'm mostly dual-handed, it's fine.
Always. Helps pass the time. Gives you
Two-hand
rhythm. Why?
I heard you singing under your breath in the last fight. Then you were stabbing on beat.
I didn't even realize. How'd you know this?
It's the curse and blessing of having very large ears, dearie.
Well, guess the Navy left me with something useful after all.
I am going
First
to
stream.
need you to teach me that song, though. I wonder if it'd improve my spellcasting.
As if you need my help.
I gave
for
me
that.
training and permanently buffed my stats. No one else has done that, and I don't know why.
I need to go hunting. Right. What do you need?
Is that the tips one?
It gets cold out here at night. I like to camp on a hill or plateau. You'd be surprised, though, if you don't...
Nothing for now.
Right.
How do I get them to train me? How did I trigger Kai to train me? I don't know. Yatzil!
For the camp of an official Adiran envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least.
No, I'm sorry to disappoint.
But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course.
I was under the impression that you liked it rough.
When the mood is right, I find I like everything.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to write Quilici tonight. Make sure he misses me.
Oh, no.
But
Poor bastard.
as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind?
That jar you had me fetch for you earlier, is it worth much?
I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling.
I've always been terrible at haggling, it's fine.
Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find.
Is that how you got that burn? Running around old flammable ruins?
I've yet to be burned in a single flame trap, and I don't intend to start anytime soon. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred
Oh no,
my
Emilis.
words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire.
Was it fall damage? And when you say everything...
I mean, my arm wasn't the only casualty. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them.
Oh, does that explain her over shoulder then? I thought initially it was just the way the light was hitting the fur texture, but...
I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end.
I can't imagine your parents were happy.
Unfortunately, my delightful personality only carries me so far. But they were scholars themselves and appreciated my initiative. They just wanted to supervise me from then on.
Fair.
The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams.
You sure you only had dreams, not nightmares?
Nightmares are still dreams, envoy. Just not ones you'd recommend to others.
Fair. No, I pressed something on the ground, turned into a scorpion. After the form ran out, you went from 100 to 0. Wild. Not a clue. No idea. What in Siege of Orgrimmar turns you into a scorpion? Unless it was a druid thing.
They're not nearly as enjoyable.
Scorpion form? Did that happen at one point?
Dreams.
There was a druid we fought that turned into a scorpion, but I don't remember if you could achieve that form yourself. Favorite dream involves several lengths of rope and an enticing courtier from home. Oh, I don't want to hear about those. No, let's continue with this line of conversation.
Oh. Well, just be sure to have a quick release knot if you ever make that fantasy reality.
A release knot?
Someone should learn from my mistakes. I certainly have no intention to.
I barely know one knot. Much must be
There are a lot of
learned.
places I never wanted to go, but that was among the worst.
Poor Marius. Oh, fair enough, Emilis. Weird that it just killed you after it finished, though.
As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
But I have more questions. And so do you, judging by the exclamation mark.
Oh, envoy, might I steal a moment of your time?
What's up? You finally ready to talk about what happened in Emerald Stair?
Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? I can't believe Fjord's gone. A city of scientists, attacked for no reason. I'm going to personally find every Steel Garrote asshole and turn them to ash.
That is fair. Possibly, Emilis. It might be worth a Google. But to be fair, if it hasn't happened every time, then it might just be bad luck.
I can't believe we were able to get as many out of town as we were.
Don't celebrate just yet. Ludwin's still out there, and still just as unpredictable.
We were lucky that the Steel Garrote are also bad at their jobs. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative.
Oh yeah, we sent all the animancers here, and we have yet to see any of them.
At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't.
Have you known Temerity long?
Long enough that I trust her to do her best by everyone. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerity. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel, and a girl's gotta eat sometime.
Everywhere you've gone, why set down roots in the stair?
Yes, why did I choose to settle down with a gorgeous scientist who loves me? What a mystery.
You know what? Touché.
I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling.
A little difficult where we're currently at. How do you get a warm welcome from animancers?
Oh, part of it is my sparkling personality, of course. But a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again.
Does this mean I'll get food from you now? Is that how you met and wooed Quilichi? With snacks?
My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach.
It helps, and I think that goes both ways.
Quilichi and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked.
And you lived happily ever after, right?
Oh, it's not a fairy tale, darling. We've been happy for the most part. Any rough patches got smoothed over well enough. I only thought about killing him once or twice.
That seems good. That seems a decent number.
He's probably thought the same a bit more. I still can't quite believe that everything we've built is gone. A generation of work scattered to the wind. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out.
I have so little trust in Vidara. Why don't you try his job? That seems a little aggro. People are alive, so still out. Buildings can be rebuilt.
Right. The city can be replaced, but not its residents. Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little less frazzled.
Oh.
I've got a lot to think on. Talk to you soon?
Sure.
Try not to have too much fun without me.
We're at camp, Yatzil.
How can I help, darling?
We've got a few more. What about this recurring dream you mentioned?
Well, I suppose you've earned that much. And I do enjoy rewarding tenacity. Though between your dreams and mine, it's a wonder anyone gets any sleep around here. You remember that I nearly burned my family home down when I was young?
Not to forget.
It was an accident. And I paid for it. My parents refused to buy me more spellbooks for years. Well, shortly after all that fuss, the dream began. It started at first with a fire. Just flames, crackling, and a feeling of safety. I thought it was a little weird, but nice. But then the dream kept coming back, night after night.
Absolutely, Eblis. Absolutely. Has made that very clear from our interactions so far.
I learned more every time. I saw that it was a fire in a hearth.
And Angelie seems to be just rolling with it. It's great.
I assumed it was a library, at least, to explain why there were so many tablets lining the walls.
Were you alone in the library?
No, there's someone else there, but it's like I'm a ghost. They can't see or hear me. In the library, there's just one person, but they're wearing a hood, so I never see their face. They do the same thing every night. They curl up in a chair by the fire, hold a tablet to their chest, and then the fear comes. The paralyzing, all-encompassing fear of something.
I know that feeling. So the whole dream is that you watch someone not read in a chair.
When you put it like that, it almost sounds boring. Maybe you just need to experience it yourself. But a low, deep banging starts, and it rattles through your bones and shakes you to your core.
No worries, Emily.
And it replaces the beat of your heart with this droning on and on and on until you forget every other sound you've ever heard.
A beat. Steel feet on the shore. They come by night.
Oh, that seems pretty clearly the Groat.
And then, as it just gets louder and louder, and right before it gets there, I wake up.
You've been listening to too many of Giada's ghost stories.
And let me tell you, waking up in a cold sweat does nothing for my fur.
Somewhat know the feeling. You out turmoil already? No, it's alright. You don't know the sound source, I assume.
How sibilant. No. Just that it's all-encompassing.
Sibilant? Another new word today. What do you mean? Google. Get up phone. Go on to silent. There we are. Sibilant. Making or characterized by a hissing sound, or a sound effect sounded with a hissing effect like shh. A sibilant speech sound. Oh, it's because I said sound source.
It's strange. I've not told many of the details of my dream. I suppose I must like you quite a bit, Envoy. Don't let it inflate your ego too much.
It's alright, everyone at this campus said that.
You know, Envoy, we've traveled enough that I think I've gotten a handle on your style.
You have?
Style of fighting, I mean. Your fashion sense is more opaque. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for
It's happened again! We've got some more lessons. Why has this not happened with Giata or Marius?
What do you say?
Let's sharpen our wits. Oh no, whatever you want to teach me, I'll learn.
How about I show you a little bit of everything?
Sure.
What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can help with your stamina, dear.
Oh, I'm so wounded.
Well, I've taught you all I can. Let's hope you put it to good use.
Where is... Hang on. Kai's was on here somewhere. Or is it swapped now to a different character? It's equipment effects. It was here somewhere in this list.
Do you think those Adirans were onto something? Do you think they can really cure the Dream Scourge?
Do you?
I think it's worth a try, at least. I just hope we made the right decision.
Hopefully we'll see results from them soon.
Even if they don't have a cure when we see them next, maybe they'll have a treatment. Even that would be a gift.
Aye.
Now that the researchers can research, think of what we'll learn. A cure might sound far-fetched, but what if they find treatments for the Dream Scourge? And even other ailments? Oh, I can't wait to see how far they've come when we see them again.
That now feels like a red flag.
Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling?
Oh, there's still a couple of things with her. How do you cope with the stress of travel?
These sudden changes in climate always mess with my coiffure. Does Adir have good fur maintenance products? Do you have a contact for that?
Do I have a contact for good fur? Tell me about it. My hair refuses to cooperate with me now. I do have that big bushy beard underneath my bark.
Now, imagine that every inch of you is frizzing up. Truly, just a good long brushing through all my fur alone would do wonders. I've got some time before we see Quilici again, at least. It'll give me time to find something to remind him of what he's missing.
You look pretty for yourself, not just Quilici, though.
Oh, of course, darling. He just enjoys the fruits of my labor more often than most, and I'd hate to disappoint.
Bet.
Quilici and I got used to the stairs early on. Thankfully, at least in Fjord, those stopped eventually. After 30 years, it's hard to still be surprised by us just drinking at the Magpie.
When did Giata enter the picture?
Oh, she was still young. Quilici offered to help her study for and prepare her thesis as a favor to her parents. She was over day and night for months, and, well, now she's family. We adore her.
Aww.
All things considered, it's hard to complain about my life in Fjord.
Sounds lovely.
You're too sweet. As much as I enjoy our little chats, dearie, we should really get going.
But other things.
Oh, but if you do end up finding any liniments, be sure to help a girl out.
What about the Godless, though?
Careful what you wish for, darling. So, the Godless, or the Akita, as they called themselves, were the original folks who lived
And I've
in
had
the
some
living land.
visions and things.
They arrived on the shores of a new land and settled there, living with the land instead of trying to tame it.
They were fleeing, and a storm brought them here.
You sound certain.
I am.
Well, that would align with my own findings.
Finally, I could express this to a companion.
But how could you know that?
I had a vision in Dawnshaw.
Does that happen a lot?
More than I'd like.
Well, sounds like fun. But dubious metaphysics notwithstanding, you corroborate my theory.
They're not
Godless
dubious.
are so singular. Their art and architecture, you never see it in Rawatai or Ishamatal or, well, Adir. But in their artwork, they reference escaping, fleeing, seeking refuge, so they must have come from somewhere. My guess, they originally came from Yesua.
Which is?
Yesua, a continent, cut off from the rest of the world, hidden by eternal storms, one of the 3 hubs of the Angwithan Empire.
Oh, shit.
10 years ago, you could say it wasn't real, that it was a dream, but they said the same of Ukaiso.
Kaiser was a big goal in Pillars of Eternity 2 to uncover and explore.
Suddenly, the appearance of a mythical land doesn't seem so implausible.
Maybe that land of sweet I dream of is real too.
Ah, well, that one might stay in your dreams, darling.
But Chocolate Mountains.
There was some kind of schism, an ideological one. From what I can glean, the Godless were staunchly against the gods, hence their name.
We had a god, though.
There are even some not-so-kind murals of the gods. It seems like the Godless really took their anti-theism seriously.
Fascinating.
I know. Well, I think we've covered everything, don't you? Rather, as much as I think you'll withstand. Hope you enjoyed talking about this as much as I did, dearie.
I do love a bit of history.
How can I help, darling?
That's enough for now. Get some rest.
Tired already, envoy?
God damn it, Yetzel.
I'll
Look,
see you
new
in the
permanent status effect. It just popped up there. Oh, there we go. Kai's training. Yatzel's training. Yatzel's training. But nothing from Giata or Marius. Marius.
I have a moment to talk.
Train me.
Right. What do you need?
Son of a bitch.
Right. Changing.
Maybe they just need more.
You too.
A quest done? But we've only just got Yatzel. I'm so confused. I don't get it. Need to make more of this one. Do not have much in the way of material. Right, what do we got? Can't do sword, have nowhere near enough. Can do the armor though, so the armor we will do. Oh, Wingot again. At least we'll be tanky. We can also jump both the shield and the pistol up one into the next category. Beautiful. No point activating it when it doesn't have the full set of buffs.
Yardsley, why did I wake up to smell perfume in my bedroll this morning?
Oh no.
Don't tease, darling. We both know why.
No one else has complained about my smell.
I was attempting a more subtle approach.
I has complained,
Spraying
Marius.
strong perfume on my stuff isn't subtle.
Oh, is it too strong? I'll try another batch. Perhaps that'll be more to your liking.
Oh no.
Right. That won't be necessary.
Oh, trust me. It's necessary.
Bless them. They'll get along. It's fine. Right, legs it here. See if we get a dream. Yeah, it's Kai and Yatzil for the moment. Ah, the dreams return.
Seeds of change. Their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe.
Nope, that's more cryptic you've been in a while. Who's soil? The soil of Shatterscarp?
A name given to the land, not asked for. You see why the parasites are loathed?
See, no, I'm worried that your parasites and your rot isn't the dream scourge we're worried about. It's the people.
The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the bird song.
Wait, Emilis, is that a bug? Or have they I'm pretty sure that those vendors got new stuff recently. That sounds wild. Must be a bug. How could the Dream Scourge taking over Scattersharp be a good thing?
The air was not meant for voices. The soil was not meant to carry buildings.
Sepalda, you keep saying you're going to help me with the rot and cleansing it, but now you're saying stuff like this, and it makes me very concerned.
We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again.
That's what people are doing in Shatterscarp. They're just trying to make a life.
Efforts paid in blood. They lie to the earth, to themselves. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot.
I suppose that's sometimes true, but yeah. Well, at least you found one, Emilis. Well done. Not a complete lost cause, then.
The dead bear nourishes the pack.
Keep bringing up that dead bear from, like, the first chapter. I had no choice but to kill that bear. The game wasn't like, heal the bear, spare the bear, go around the bear. I had to kill it.
We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
Less and less trustworthy by the dream. We've a lot of desert left to explore. I think the plan is we start heading up this way, we curve down and around here, try and clear this back corner, get to about here, clear up, shimmy shimmy our way around to this bit. I know there's a big old dwarven building there. Nip up to this side quest, and then the main quest right here, which then another day leads to the other main quest in the giant ruin we still have to explore. That should be the zone. Time we on? We're about 2 hours in. Got at least another hour and a half in me, at least until 8 PM. We'll see how much we can get through. For the moment, I'm going to take a quick bio break before we continue. So stretch your legs, refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. I'll see you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Let me just get my headset back on. So we give us cold beverage. Oh, the dreaded cold tea. Hope you got yourself something fresh. Right then. I guess I can only go this way, and the mountain pass is going to decide a lot of my trajectory, so onward! To the sands. And the more deserty bit. The Great Sand Sea. First cave. With oozy, nurgly looking bits. Mmm. Delicious.
Unseen, unheard.
Beetles. Skeleton wizard. Magic for you, wizard.
To your left.
Ooh, very nice skeleton. And again! It's got my number. There we go. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Shit. Grab it all their stuff. Ooh, hello. Chitin band. 5% damage reduction against beasts. Through months of patient conditioning, an eccentric druid was able to find a way to live peacefully among a nest of sand beetles. Why he wished to do this, nobody knows. But during his time among them, he carved this ring out of chitin malted by the nest matriarch to represent the infinite potential of friendship between kith and beast. Oh, isn't that nice? A bit too specific, stuff like that. Unless we were on, like, a higher difficulty and was like, right, we're going into a beast bounty or a higher level boss fight. Where's me beast resistant ring? Ooh. Fancy arch. Still more around me, though. We still don't know if we can get down to the docks and the singing we saw earlier, either. If we can, it's probably this way. Aha, I thought so. Probably want to get down to the docks and sweep around the back first before we venture too far. Let's see what we can do. One moment. I'm getting a call from a number I think I recognise. Nope, goddammit, I've got to stop having faith in people. It's always spam. 90% of the time it's spam. 2 days ago when we had one, it was about an important meeting. So I'd never like thinking, oh, I'm going to miss it, I'm going to bugger it somehow. Oh, you were the fellow we saw from on high when we first got around there the other day.
I think that's
Just going to take your candied nuts and your cheese and your hardtack, thank you. How you doing?
I was talking to myself again, wasn't I? Sorry.
Not safe to be out here by yourself.
I'll be alright. The dream thralls won't bother me. At least, I don't feel like they would.
Why not?
I had a dream about crossing the Great Sand Sea, you see. Great dunes and shifting clouds. I had this feeling I'd come back changed.
Sounds like you might... When did this happen? Have you always had dreams like this?
No, just recently.
Right, that's symptom 1 for mushroom disease.
It was so vivid. I keep hoping I'll have it again when I sleep. I have to know what's out there.
I don't think this is... You're starting to sound like you have the dream scourge.
My brothers are grown. They can fend for themselves. They'd want me to do this.
Oh no.
To seek, to find.
Alright, you've definitely got the dream scourge.
Have we really fallen so far that we can't dream anymore?
Listen, there's some real specifics.
That's a shame. I should get going. As soon as I remember which way that is.
Either that or overly stereotyped stoner. Hard to say. He wasn't smoking any Svev, though. Dream thralls. And lizards.
Still remember the first time I saw these dunes. In the heat haze, they looked just like waves.
Oh, shiny. Nearly missed you. Gently. Gently.
Keep quiet.
Turn around. Yeah, exactly, Emilis. That's where I kind of got at the end. Stab. Digger. Laced stuff. Just giving you crazy dreams that demand you cross the desert, quite likely. And another. And off the edge with you. Oh, god damn it.
I was just getting warmed up.
Still no way round. Unless... Quick save. The water can't be that shallow if I make the jump far enough. No! Hang on. There was no noise of breaking the water. It was just death. Maybe I can't get down there. In any way. But they were singing shanties. I wanted to join in. Well, now I know. Unless... Listen, hear me out. See over there, there seems to be a path down and over. Maybe from there we can get down and then swim all the way up. Probably not, but you never know. The first area had plenty of water stuff. Really not seeming like there is here, though. Make sure we're clearing out the map as we go. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Get one.
Nice.
Need lightning. Oh, I bought those fancy new gloves. Still doing the shock damage.
Watch the left.
A wingsuit would certainly help. Big beetle. I'm doing bits of shock damage. I thought it was 0, but it's not 0. What? That was cool, Yatsil. Oh, I've got my fawn move as well. Even went through the environment. Good to know. Tiny beetles. Oh, it's just summoning more beetles. Stop lobbing your goddamn spears. Alright.
Envoy, watch around!
Hey! Over here!
It's a lovely bit of ragdoll.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Make sure to loot the bodies. Need all the upgrade materials we can get. Don't know what parts of the map are going to be suddenly nails. So far, we've not encountered a fight where my gear was just woefully underdone with it. But again, I think in one of the earlier patches, they made that easier. As in, it was a lot more punishing early on. And since those early patches, they made the crafting and gearing a little easier to do. Ooh, not the way I want it to go. That's minimap. I wished you helped me more when it comes to the fog of war. Just like clearing the path, okay? Pulling back the fog. More dung beetles. goop. Oh. Okay, thought so. But was there a reason to be up here? Yes, there was. Hello? That's a painter.
Maybe a beetle in the foreground.
The sheet of paper has several false starts to a letter addressed to someone named Phaeton in Paradise. The latest half-finished version is the only part not scribbled out. I had the pleasure of seeing your newest composition on my last trip to Paradise. I must commend you. Never have I seen such a breath of colour rendered so plainly. I marvel at how you could wield such a vibrant array of hues and misuse them so. Truly, what a skilled artist you are. Of course, I'm sure you've heard much acclaim from the others in Paradise, and I can see how, to the untrained eye, your art would inspire such adoration. But, as artists ourselves, we can much more easily find fault in our works, as well as the works of others. Not passive-aggressive much.
Oh, hello. A hero passing by on a noble quest, are you?
I suppose.
It seems everyone I meet is on some kind of quest these days.
If by quest you mean an ancient ritual commune with the god in my head, then yes.
Goodness. I was joking, but you sound serious. You know, sometimes I think the gods speak to me through my art. I've been trying to capture the essence of the Sand Sea for days. The sands are alluring, but confounding. I'm missing something. What do you see?
Lizards. I am lacking 1 point of perception. Shit. See danger, threats lurking, the need to protect myself.
I won't deny that. But doesn't the fang of a serpent glitter like gold?
I mean, sure, if we're feeling poetic about it.
Wait. Gold. That's it. That's the dimension I was looking for.
Happy to help?
You have. Thank you, traveler. Now, I've got to get to work. Perhaps a more vibrant orange.
What? What are you doing? What was that jump for? I suppose inspiration just took him in that moment. No, NPCs in video games and AI pathing. Will wonders never cease? Hello, hello. Box. The rifle, we'll take it. Okay, we probably want to cut down here what appear to be lizard stuff. Bucket. Nothing in a video game will remind me of booking it like Metal Gear Solid 5 and the way you'd get Snake to just run. Would really almost pound the ground as he'd go. It was fantastic. As someone who always failed at stealth, there was a lot of running in that game. A very abstract piece. Really, shape of the rocks isn't even, unless they saw something coming out of the water. Joy of Painting by the Grand Art Society of Valia. Ooh. Printed text this book has been crossed out in furious scribbles. The margins are decorated with the only legible text left. Highly accursed these Valian bastards. Gods, this horizon line, Kuba Bar, is worthless. How am I supposed to keep my perspective right when I paint over my horizon lines? And gods forbid the so-called masters writing this shit book ever use common words. Foreshortening my foot. Geometric arithmetic. I wanted to be an artist, not a mathematician. Grand Art Society can take their brushes and shove them up their asses. I'm done. He started painting and gave up because the instruction booklet was too much. And then just left his easel and everything. Son of a bitch. Take your shit with you. Oh, this seems more like a funeral ground than a lizard spot. I suppose they haven't decorated it with skulls anywhere. Hammer's Memorial. Oh, Kai wanted to come here.
Beautiful view. I think this is what the cartographer referred to.
Oh, possibly. You don't think he's fallen down here, do you, Yatsil? Because if he has, I won't be able to find his body.
Thomas Memorial. Sorry, I'm not ready for this yet.
Oh, you want to go and get the badge first and then come visit the memorial. I see. My apologies, Kai. I just, it was here. Lizard! Quickly to stealth. Get the stab. Oh! Can't get the stab. It's facing me. An eating of flesh. Big haunch. Now, if I'm quick with the spin. Nope, not quick enough. I will Thorns it. You do your new... Oh, not the missile barrage. Do the explosion one. Okay, that's what that one is. What about the other one then? Oh! It's like the ball that summons many a missile. Oh, your backflip did not help you. Shit. Always. The mushroom zombies. Lovely follow-up. Yatsul's abilities are very clear across the battlefield. Don't get me wrong, Giata's buffs, fantastic. Yeah, so we're in that flare. Boat it, give it. Stoof. Where are we at? Keeping to this bottom edge, that's fine. We can go back and fill in the blanks. More zombies. Bloody everywhere. They're everywhere in this zone. It must be hell in the next zone, but I think the next zone might be where the volcano is. It doesn't feel like we're going to get every zone on the map. Like there was a forest, there was a swamp, there's the volcano, there's a snowy bit. But given how our weapons have been upgrading, we should only have one more zone after this one in theory. Maybe they have more planned for DLC? Oh, it's the Explorer. A map of the Shatterscarp region with assorted field notes. The writers filled pages with pressed leaves, flowers and stems. I imagine the final and third cartographer we will also find dead. Nope. You didn't see me, Mushroom Zombie. You didn't see a bloody thing. That one will.
Go where?
Oop. That worked! Farewell! And the loot also just spawned up here. Very kind game, very kind indeed.
Right behind you.
Who disturbed? Ow! You got...
Very articulate for zombies. Your turn, lizard. Saw nothing. Gotcha. Much stealth mission today, and we're doing okay with it. Spoke too soon. Oh, and off he goes. Maria. Oh no. These trolls working with the lizards. They weren't just fighting like the group we saw further inland. So where did the lizard go? Did it explode? Or... 'cause I assumed it buried into the ground. That's death, isn't it? Maybe? Probably. I'm not doing it again. Not a third time. Should have learnt my lesson by now. Here, you shiny. Where you at? Look. Gotta be careful. Sometimes those artifacts for the god totems are around in places like this. But if we miss one, we'll end up coming back and finding it before we move on to the next map. Certainly looks a lot more barren. I can't imagine we'll just be running for stretches. The texture work is also not as detailed, so that tends to signify you're not actually going this way, player. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Need mana. That's grenades. Drink some food, drink some mana. And lizards. Yeah, so wait, we hadn't even aggroed those yet. I overshot it. Shit. Ain't got him enough. So much AoE. Yeah, that's working pretty well. I don't really have the max mana or the regen to do it in a sustained format, but that's pretty good. I imagine playing as a mage when you have a grimoire with spells you haven't learned, and then have a load of spells you have been learning. You can probably do some pretty fancy stuff. Especially if you wand and grimoire. Hear it. Ooh. That sells illusion thing. Rock becomes a bit of loot. I don't think that's how that's meant to work. That's still nothing happened. Well, I guess we ignore that for now. Disappointing. Or maybe that was the illusion after all. Oh, terrible. I do have the right idea. Yes, it's very hot around here. Or the Sapphire Eye. And Trickster's Gloves. Let's have a read. Critical hits deal high random accumulation. Ooh! But the crit stuff we're kind of building, that'll be pretty good. An Eye of Sapphire eagerly perceives the ever-changing tides of your mind. Yep, the God of Illusions really going for it. These gloves then. 1% crit chance, 25% crit damage. Ooh. Well, if we're going in that direction. Only when we fully level it up, though, to be fair. Benedata, a mountain dwarf from Old Valia, had these gloves made to enhance her already notable abilities of a thief and a cipher. In her time in her home city of Princenza, Benedata did jobs for a number of notable individuals. Oh no, we've read that bit because it was on another piece of gear. Done the orphanage bit. Bottom bit. Though she preferred resorting to violence only as a last resort, it was still a possibility that Benedata always wanted to be prepared for. These gloves assured that if sudden fighting did break out, she would be able to end it as quickly as it began. Dangerous dwarf. Yeah. Hello. You're one of the people we were sent to find. I'm just gonna take your fish. Don't mind me.
Hey there, brother. Here for a dip?
Just had one.
Or we can get right to business. 'Cause a glint in your eye says you're here for a reason.
I am. Your old captain's hoping to share a drink with you in Thirdborn.
No shit.
Yes?
Is it a special occasion? Should I wear my nice shorts?
It's at the Swordfish. I don't think you need to worry about formality.
It's been a long time coming. You talked to the others yet?
No, I haven't made it to them yet. Why'd you all drift apart? The captain said you abandoned him.
Ah, well, you know how it is. Captain says one thing, maybe we say another. Maybe we had a deal go sideways. Maybe it was politics. Maybe the deal was also kind of politics.
That doesn't help at all, but sure.
See, old Captain likes an empire. Loves all the pomp and circumstance. Wronga, though.
Ah.
Nothing gets her madder than people thinking anyone could be born to wear a crown.
Well, nothing divides like politics, I suppose.
Alright, still working on the others.
You might be doing that for a while. He's out there, friend. Way out there. Like shark's teeth out there.
Yeah, we'll get there. What sent him so far?
Man scared to death of the Dream Scourge.
He probably shouldn't be over there anyway.
Can't blame him, but a Zarep will kill you just as dead as the plague. And they'll rip you into 100 pieces doing it.
Yeah, but you can make friends with lizards. We have done it exactly once in this game so far.
Me? I'd rather turn into a mushroom or whatever it is happens to a dream thrall.
Speaking of it, you aren't exposed a bit out here.
I like being exposed.
Not like that.
You and I could be great friends, Tawe.
God damn it, Yetsil.
We'd have to find you a stepladder. But I'm not saying no.
Oh, goodness me. She'd be insatiable if she wasn't spoken for.
Anyway, it's those Adiran soldiers you gotta watch out for. No offense.
That's okay. I haven't found the other one yet either.
Doubt you'll be making it back with her either. She's convinced the captain's trying to kill her.
Oh. That's a step up from we had political differences.
I can't say I understand why. Our last deal went south, but that wasn't anybody's fault. Sometimes things fall off the back of a boat. Doesn't mean somebody pushed.
Or it could mean they chose not to tie him down well enough.
Aye, there's Kai on the ball.
Shit happens at sea, you know? Anyway, it'll be good to see
I suddenly
the others
trust
again,
this fella less.
even if it ends up being the last time.
I'll see you back over in Thirdborn.
I wouldn't be caught dead anywhere else.
What's the least we could do?
At least that's one of them on the way. And a fast travel point, for some reason. Probably so if we explored first, we could have just come back and got him easily. Where to next? Oh, I have literally cut all the way around this central point. I still have to get up and around to that bit as well. And there's bits to the side that I assume are locked off here. Okay. First, what's up in that direction? Going. Does it lead further afield, or is it just peeking over the hill, as it were? Oh, it's getting into dunes. And a big old ruin. Fantastic.
Remind me not to spook you.
Yetsil! Why would you do this? Just enough ragdoll to send the body down a bit. Not enough to send it absolutely flying. That was, to be fair, one of the most enjoyable parts of Skyrim. Just to fuss throw a dart and have someone go absolutely miles. Little side path, but again, that's down the back of these ruins. It's not our goal yet. Aha! So many little nooks and crannies everywhere in this. And that little bit of verticality Just enough. Like, there's some over there as well. Was that the thing that didn't work before? Is it working now, or is it still buggered? Looks like it's still buggered. It's just a glowing light with nothing there. Gently. Don't want to break his ankles. Right. Let's clear out this thing. There's lizard setup. Absolutely. Would that I come in peace? Grab these first. Don't notice. Of course they noticed. Bounce. Beautiful. Hear them chittering in the distance. Game says here, take these fire grenades. Let's clear the lower camp first. Look at him, so happy dancing. Oi, tanky fellow. It's a little fiddly to aim quickly. No, stop running. Get on that priest. Yatzil, help. Some AoE, please. Beautiful. Give me his loot. God damn you. I can't imagine not having the quick swap now. Felt so sluggish before, and now it's snappy. It could still be a touch faster, I feel. But the only other thing we can upgrade about it is it automatically reloading our ranged weapons. Which seems a little extra. Take their fish. Break their pots. Because you never know what's behind them. Little lizard storehouse. Or this fella's storehouse. Lovely. Right, upwards, more lizard.
You take lead.
We make it. Just about.
Yeah.
So much of it has fallen down. I mean, to be fair, the lizards can backflip. They've probably got no problem doing a bit of jumping. Ooh. Yep. Clearly not. Oh. Griffin. Deal with the healer first. Back. Come on down. Ooh, he's teleport dodge, Yasil. That one. And so do bomb missile. I do my little fawn shot. Everybody wrecks, dude. He's taunted by Guy. Another! And down he goes.
Nice shot! Another glorious...
And there's his head. Scales of Griffin's head are rough like sandpaper. The amputated wound on the neck has already cauterized. The blazing sun of the Sand Sea isn't for the faint of heart. Evidently. Let's make sure we don't miss out at the top here. Take the big fish. And the turnips. What's at the tippity top? The ancient memories here. Oh boy, we're about to go through the ringer. Ooh. Hell's Tongue. It's a great sword. What's it look like? Oh, it's like a... What's the name? Flamberg, right? Yeah, or Twizzly. Not the biggest fan, even though there are a lot of historical grey swords. Power attack kills restore 10% of your maximum essence. It's above 10%, deal or above 50% health, deal bonus fire damage. And below 50%, deal bonus frost damage. Ah. The two elements I'm not using. In any case, let's have a read. Nearly, pardon me, 3 centuries ago, during one of Raotai's many minor conquests, the berserker Kongata wielded this razor-sharp greatsword in battle for Aranga Nui. Victory after victory did she earn, as countless opponents fell to her passionate rage and cold battle focus alike. After months of fighting, the conquest was successful, as Raotai's borders grew once more. Kongata enjoyed a few weeks of peace with her reputation as a fearsome war hero, ensuring that she'd never want for drink. This peace quickly turned into boredom, however. The thrill of the fight was all Kongata really knew, and all that she truly yearned for. With a handful of like-minded warriors, Kongata left her homeland behind to work as a mercenary in foreign lands until her inevitably violent death. And we break it down for mine. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of my poison greatsword, but compared to the other options we found, A, it's a very pretty greatsword, and B, I have not yet found a lightning one. And the bonus stun and bleed helps. I should save some stuff to sell, actually. Yeah. Very nice, though. Anything else up here? In fact, it was up here. Might say that she died up here, or at least it was given up here. There's the memory. One moment. This is suddenly going to be a lot of knowledge. Very quickly.
We have been here before. Do you hear the dust whisper on the wind?
No resources, no cover. Always dreaded a desert campaign.
Unrest. The smoke of betrayal rises on a warm night. A test of loyalty.
Was this before or after I was stabbed in the last memory? Loyalty to a cause?
You are Nimana.
Oh, I skipped one. Shit. Hang on.
For us. Your gift shown a different shade from others of your kind.
No, memory is a wound reopened. Okay.
The souls of the departed danced before you like sea foam.
So we were a watcher as well as a godlike?
Tell us, what did you make of the songs they sang to you?
Tried to comfort people, solve problems, give messages from the dead.
A mouth, a conduit, a welcome curiosity. One day a voice called you to the wilds outside your village. Find us in the highest heights, we said. Come, speak to us. You left your world behind, set off upon uncharted sea.
Was bitterly alone, thought I might go mad.
A stone pressed to a diamond. essence pushed to its limit. One day, you came to the place where the stone challenged the clouds. Night fell. 100 blazing lights refracted in the sky. We appeared. Your essence joined with ours. We shared what we had seen. You perceived us in new colors. Tell us, Nimana, what did you learn?
I like that option at the bottom where you can just be like, not for you, but I don't know if that's what I'd pick. The Aikido was to live in harmony with you.
The bee pollinates the blossom. One hand serves the next. You sailed home to the village, eager to share what you had seen. We prickled. Something was wrong. Trouble like salt on the breeze. People had chased the water back. They raised the wood and stone. They built a tremendous temple. They offered us their stores of food.
You never asked to be revered that way.
The falcon clipped its wings. They feared you. They feared us. They tried to placate, to control. Your eyes turned up. You saw a statue, a prison. This was not our form.
Maybe they're talking about the garden.
A wellspring boiled. Our cry rose in your throat. This could not stand.
Swallowed my fury.
A tongue bitten. You hung your head. They piled the offerings higher. Why did you not speak for us?
Their worship was a gift. You refused it.
A gift of our own stolen fruit.
A fair point.
The ground shakes. The thorns prick. A crack carves through the pillars. Why?
You're speaking in the present. What's happening now?
We fall. We fall.
Easy, focus on my voice.
We cannot. We breathe. A ship in the eye of the storm.
Very evocative piece, isn't it?
Oh, we remember now. A cut. A chasm as deep as the sea. A wound gouged into our skin in our thrashing. We did this.
Self-inflicted wound? Why hurt yourself and the godless? How did that help anything?
Purge the poison. Let it out. The only path is through.
So injured yourself, let it out, and in doing so, the Dream Scourge came out? It came of the village.
The sun rose on the barren earth. We had swallowed the village. Nothing but ruins remained. Those who survived were cast adrift, whales beached on the sand. You could have led them. But in the chaos, you had disappeared.
That keeps happening. Vanished to live alone in the wilds. I'm pretty sure I've answered that every time.
A grieving wolf forsakes the moon. People again condemned to wander. A village, one day, rebuilt. In time, all those who spoke for us came to Thirdborn to face their fate.
Thirdborn can't have been back then, right?
Tradition without memory? A trial of unknown lineage.
Now I'm confused.
We saw the clay settle on the ammonite, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
I think that's like what a lot of the thralls say shit like that. Maximum stamina increased by 10%. Remembrance of Nimana. Lovely. big chunk of XP. It's chunky XP, these memories. We have 3 more bounties, 1 more fast travel point, 1 cache, 1 party camp, and 1 strangled Adra. Oh, there is a whole bit in the middle that I have missed. Quick save. And then down. Oh, I'm glad I chose this edge. Give me that loot. Delicious. Gently. Steady. As she goes. I hear another chest. Singing to me does the loot. Just don't know where. Now it's gone. Never mind then. This way. More goop. More nasty glowing goop everywhere. I don't like it. Me up. Thank you. It seems like we're getting up there. Nope. Fair enough. See if it works this time. Hey, it did. Beautiful. Right, more cleaning to do. See if we can get a bit more explored before we hit the 8 PM mark. A notice to fellow travellers. Take only what you need to survive. 1 per group of travellers is all we can spare. I'll take 1 then, as requested. Yeah. So a short pop about something similar that folks do. Can't remember what country it was. The little pit stops. Small areas where
keep quiet.
There is trust in a community for like a little store where you leave money in a box and can take items. There's no one manning it, no one running it. Loved the idea. Requires a great deal of trust though, doesn't it? With the local community and people. Hard to do when all it takes is 1 bagged egg, but I suppose you got to start somewhere. Been up there, haven't haven't I? Yeah, that's where the painter was. Okay, cut this line here. So that makes it clear where I've been. Woodcutter's log. I was stuck in this damned cave. Torch is running out, and it gets blistering cold at night out here. Arm and sore tree further down, he thinks. Better than freezing to death stuck in here. Got fire going now. Staying the night in here might not be so bad. Better than getting eaten by Zorips. The vines seem like they're getting closer. Never seen anything like it. They're growing so quickly. Maybe it's a trick of the firelight. It's got to be right. Nothing can grow that fast. Not even in the living lands. The first thing to explain why vines suddenly cover the entrances of caves and treasure chests. It's a decent explanation as far as they go.
Yeah.
It's what the living lands do. Angry vines. Well, it looks like it was a dead end that way. Unless you go through this. And that just leads up to the other spots. Other than climbing it, does this dead end me? Spiders. Slay! Spider? No. Oh, my health's actually not looking fantastic. I haven't eaten pottage in a while. But do it go higher? Maybe. Lovely.
Coming in hot.
Heard it. This feels like where the strangled Audra will be. There as well. Come on. Hey.
Ready, aim.
Oh, it's just took me around this way. Twisty windy. Must go higher. Let's find the angry root. Can't stand on this mushroom, right? Yes, I can. Oh, I thought it went higher. Doesn't seem to. No, it's here though. I just walked past it. Oh, I did. Literally this big rock.
Something happened here. A spinner lay its trap in the dark.
Hey, the spiders.
A home became a prison became a home. We thrash against the web that binds. What must we do to escape?
I mean, we've been burning them, but... Wait for the thing that imprisoned you to go complacent and strike.
Learn its ways to survive. The prey becomes the predator. Your resolve pulses within us.
And go. Ardra and cleansing. Very nice. Okay, so that was that bit. That pushes up further in that direction. So I think we want to go down here. Clear out the rest down here. Head that way and get that bounty. And then kind of hit that point. See if we can get that done in the next 25 or so. That seems reasonable. It's not a huge swath of land. It depends if there are any mini dungeons or a lot of things to climb. Those big ruins are here. That's probably one thing. We might stumble upon something that's meant to be main quest for later. It's always a possibility. Immediately going the wrong way. Rolls. So stealthy. So unbelievably stealthy.
Trespassers! Who goes there?
So you did it again? Doesn't care for stealth. That much is clear.
I was just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
Ooh, treasure map. Dead Man's Mail. After painstaking effort and a lifetime of grave robbery, I have invented the darkest pinnacle of necromancy. The armor of the dead for the living. Leather so fresh, it recalls back to the flesh. Ardra to pin the soul down, and unsightly corpse pants to complete the look. Only trouble is, the whole thing reeks of the grave, so I'll hide it away until the smell subsides. Okay, that's in the big dwarven fortress bit, so that should be more than doable. The other one, it was vague as fuck. I don't think we're going to find that without the help of a Google. That, though, that should be fine. As long as I remember it exists. No promises there. Where's the other one? Okay, they're all just about faced away. If I'm quick. Oh, there you go.
Over here!
Nope, no bursting, please. Thank you. Oh, suddenly surrounded. That's what the lightning's for. Always the wizards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bollocks. Oh well. Was butterflower. Whisper of Exiles. It is a wand. Full combo attack deals low frost accumulations nearby enemies and hits deal bonus frost damage. The Godless were master artisans, well ahead of their time. This weapon is one example of their more intricate work, whether through magic or artifice. Two separate pieces of ivory, one black and one white, were twisted and bound together to create this wand, once wielded by the Archmaid Ringgrim for its affinity for frost. The weapon fell out of favour as her power and mastery of cold deepened. The whispers that you can sometimes hear coming from this wand drift across your senses like a frigid wind. And we break it. More than reasonable if it's speaking to me. Although a sentient weapon would have been quite fun. Not that I'd call it tropey, but I don't find in RPGs you necessarily get too many. It depends on the franchise. I remember the Elder Scrolls series having quite a few sentient weapons. I think in Pillars... I think there was one? In one of the, like, island caves we sailed to in the second game? Maybe? I remember getting stuck in a tomb at one point, and it all collapsing around me. That wasn't fun. That wasn't great. I hadn't saved for a while. Felt really bad. This is all just going to be open field, isn't it? An open field, Ned! Gods, I was strong then. Memory lane so easily travelled upon. Okay. Probably head to the big fuck-off ruins next. Let's just clean up house a little bit nearby. I saw him. Interesting that they call me the Blight. Again, lends credence to what my goddess was saying, that we are actually the rot on the land. Worrying. Looks like this will stop us going further forward in this direction, so we want to fill in the blanks here. Don't you dive, Beale. Don't you dive.
Unseen, unheard.
Don't do it yet, so don't swing. Never mind. Never mind. Swing. Fire the magic.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, such combo. Dealt with. Love to see it. Oh no. Sunworn Journal. Regalia, happy adventuring. First entry in the journal Desha gave me. For all this talk, I'm excited to finally go on some hikes around Shatterscarp. Shark's Teeth, the Oasis, even the old Paragon ruins. There's so much to see. Should have told them about where I went. Fell, and there was a rock slide. One of the boulders trapped my arm and I can't get out. No one here and it's been hours. I think it's been a day now. I'm out of water and shouted myself hoarse. It's hot. If I don't do something soon, I'm going to die out here. And they did. Poor bastard. That was a quest thing, though. For who? That's where we burnt those thorns, so that should have... Yep, beautiful. Cut back through the centre. All is revealed, all is well. How much it changes with just a bit of daylight.
Yeah.
I love how they handle weather in this game. Or just into, not even weather, I suppose, it's just the day and night cycle and how much the lighting changes everything. A bit of weather would have been nice to see too, but It's very pleasant. Buddhist. Hello.
I'd share what I've got with the others, but then there'd be less for me.
Oh, Svevhead.
Nothing like good Svef, is there? Best thing the gods gave us.
This place is dangerous. You should leave.
Like, it isn't dangerous everywhere. What do you think you're gonna do? Bar the door and stop the plague? Svef makes the world look different. You should try it sometime. You'd see.
I did, once. Different was the word for
Well,
it.
you're saying stupid things then. You know what it's like. Now what was I doing?
Talking about not sharing your food. In which case... I can't do that. I can't leave. They're sat out here alone. They are going to die out here. One of them beetles is going to turn around and eat her. Oop. Beautiful. Okay, so that should just leave. Like, cut around this way. Keep to the edge. That should map out what's left, which assumably is said temple. Cheeky bastard. You were hiding. Curse my illiteracy. Doesn't look jumpable.
Just one measly dungeon. How bad can it be?
Hello.
No, Dario. I'm not doing this.
Oh, you have bounties on your heads.
This is your fault. You went soft on that merchant. Barely nicked him. Reckon he lived and ratted us out to the constable. So we're gonna lay low in these ruins and sit on our haul. Who knows? Maybe we'll find treasures inside that'll make us rich.
Rich? You're gonna kill us all. Wow's eyes. Who are you?
Hello. You're submitted to theft and murder.
Hey, first of all, we only bled that merchant a bit. Still quite alive when we left him.
I don't like this, Dario. This is how we get ourselves killed. First you said we should come to the Living Lands, and I went with you.
Stealing from that merchant was your idea, though. And credit where credit is due. It was a solid one.
Now you want me to break into some dungeon full of traps? I've had it.
Kuta bow. If it bothered you that much, you should have said so.
You two done. Surrender peacefully. No one gets hurt.
Told you we should have gone into the ruins instead. I told you it'd be simpler. Now look what happened.
I mean, to be fair, I would have then just gone into the ruins.
Shut up and draw your blade already. We can argue after we kill this sanctimonious little shit.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Wait, game gave me a pause? I should have stealthed. Sanctimonious little shit, am I? It's a little shit now, Dario. You seemed against this whole life of crime, Coda. Although you did say rob the merchant. So I suppose you're only yourself to blame. Finish him. Good job, team. A sack of jeweled eggs. Accidental cast. Interesting. This small brown sack contains an assortment of gaudily over-decorated, ornate-looking baubles, each one made to look like an egg. Same in the other. Clear. Both of them just watching me. Honestly, the envoy is rather strange, isn't he? Slides about into dirt holes, nothing there. Silly bastard. And she'd be right. I am. That will be the village we just saw the memory about. I think ravaged by the sands. Nothing else sneakily bobbed about. No sneaky bit to climb. I mean, yes, but nothing there. Last little bit round the back. I think given the time, it's probably going to take more than 9 minutes to explore these ruins. Depends if there's a dungeon inside or not. Which for a godless thing, there probably is. Oh, chest I missed. Every time. It's just a different perspective. Lightning grenade. Some money and leather. We take those. Okay, so there's either directly in here.
Something tells me the godless didn't bar that door.
Hmm. Yeah. No lockpicking, no breaking it with frost. Maybe main quest later? Could be where the steel garrote is. Might just mean we need to find another point of ingress. Ah, never mind. It's lizards. Don't see me. I'm getting to your priest first. Don't jump, priest. No! Damn it, stealth. Those two have got it. I'm investigating. I have faith in them. I believe in my friends. There's a bear here. Of course there's a bear here. Somehow, bear has returned. God damn it. Blow him to Kingdom Come. Bloody bears. Ooh, so many ways up and around. Go back and loot the bodies in a moment. So much desert. Terrifying. I think we're okay. No, I just said we're okay. We don't need to go down there. I'm just checking. Yeah. I'm just making sure. I think we're okay. Could have been a little something down there. There could have been. The harm in checking is we'd have to go all the way back around again. Doesn't seem like something we're platforming up. Oh, down was that ledge. Do I feel I could jump back up again? Quick save. Ah, smack my hand both ways. Nope. Bet there's no here either. No secret cave. Oh, sadness. It's alright, that's what the quick save's for. Funny noise my shoes are making. Let's grab those bodies now. course, not from the bear. Yep. What's she-shell like? She-shell. Sea-shell. Like in English, it's fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Nope, that's just fiddly. That's useless and fiddly. Must have been the wind. Ooh. The gate's eye.
That looks like a piece of the thing.
One left. Activating a level 15 or level 20 ability grants 5% damage reduction for 10 seconds. Do I have any of those? A storm cloud, I think. And I have a gate to witness your strength of arms and force of will.
Thing you were fiddling with at camp.
Beautiful though. Oh, this is where the heart is. I see. But the old fella. So there'll be loads of traps. Lovely. Which means full ass dungeon. Thought it was an exploding barrel. Yes, it is indeed. Full ass dungeon. I think with that then, for today, we've cleared another good chunk of the map. We have a tiny little bit here, and that'll be Nolt. So then next week, we come up through the middle, judging by where the rocks are. Clear that out either side. Clear here. Paragoon ruins were around here. Cut down into some of these bits and this abandoned mine. Cut over to that drink. Get this bit of main quest done. And then maybe in the same day or the day, probably the day after, deal with this one. That should lead us to a bit more main quest. Maybe by Wednesday we get onto the next map. 3 days to get through that one. We'll see. We're on good track to meet Doom's release date. Should be okay, but no need to rush. Made good progress though today. That said then, folks, I'll say thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed yourselves, don't forget to hit that like button. Help us push the video through the algorithm so more folks can come hang out, play some games with us. Subscribe for more content here on the channel. On the weekdays at 9 AM GMT with World of Warcraft, and between 4 and 6 PM we start up with other games. At the moment, of course, going through Avowed. But you can find playlists to all the other stuff we've covered right here on the channel to binge to your heart's content. So until next time, folks, much love, take care, enjoy your weekend, and bye-bye.